Imagine waking up one day and trying to speak, but no words come out. What would you do if you couldn't talk for months? Well, that's exactly what happened to a man named Zacharias. Let me tell you his amazing story and what we can learn from it. Zacharias and his wife Elisabeth were very good people. They always did what God wanted and prayed every day. But there was something they really, really wanted: a baby. They had prayed for many years, but Elisabeth was now very old, and they still had no children. Even though they had no children, they never gave up trusting God. But one day, everything changed. Zacharias was a priest. One day, while he was working in the temple, something incredible happened. Suddenly, a bright light shines and the angel Gabriel appears. "Don't be afraid, Zacharias. I have good news. God has heard your prayers. You and Elisabeth will have a baby. You will name him John. He will grow up to be a great prophet and teach people about Jesus." But Zacharias was shocked. He couldn't believe his ears. Zacharias looks nervous and doubtful. "But how can this happen? My wife and I are too old to have a baby." The angel replied, "Because you don't believe God's promise, you won't be able to talk until the baby is born." And just like that, Zacharias couldn't speak anymore. What would you do if you couldn't talk for a whole 9 months? Time passes and Zacharias comes home. He tries to tell Elisabeth what happened, but no words come out. He uses hand gestures to explain, and Elisabeth laughs in amazement. Even though Zacharias couldn't talk, he trusted God, and soon a miracle happened. Elisabeth found out she was going to have a baby, just like the angel said. "God has been so kind to us," Elisabeth said, smiling with joy as she thanked God. When the baby was born, everyone asked Elisabeth, "What will you name him?" She said, "John," but the people were confused. "Why John? No one in your family has that name." Zacharias picks up a tablet and writes, "His name is John." Suddenly, Zacharias can speak again. Praise God, he has kept his promise. Everyone was amazed. They knew this baby was very special. Wasn't that an amazing story? Let's think about it. Zacharias learned an important lesson. When God makes a promise, we should trust him even if it seems impossible. What about you? Have you ever doubted something good could happen? What would you do if you were Zacharias? Would you trust God's plan? And remember, just like Zacharias and Elisabeth, we should never stop trusting no matter how long it takes. God's timing is always perfect. Now it's your turn. What lesson did you learn from Zacharias and Elisabeth's story? Share your thoughts with someone today, and don't forget, always believe that great things can happen when you trust and stay hopeful. Thank you so much for watching this story about Zacharias and Elisabeth. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed creating it for you. If you love this video and want to see more amazing stories like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give us a big thumbs up, and share this with your friends and family. Your support helps us create even more fun and inspiring content just for you. See you in the next video.